The Seahawks remain undefeated at home this season thanks to a huge 28-21 win over the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. What's going on? Jackie Montgomery with your Seahawks Daily. Man, it feels good to be back in the win column. Pete Carroll spoke with the media on Friday to break down what he saw from the game tape, calling this the most complete game of the season.
It was, and we took a big step forward here in the last 2 weeks on defense. I know it might not look like it last week, but and take it all the way back to the 49er game, too. This game right now put us in a position where we can really move forward defensively. And the guys, we can keep the guys in the same positions and keep getting a little healthier. This is a chance for us to really keep rolling.
Earlier this week, Pete Carroll said that Tyler Lockett was dealing with a knee injury and he was questionable on the injury report heading into the game. On Thursday night, we saw once again there is no question he is one of the best in the game.
On Tyler, it was a remarkable return, and the cool thing was about his attitude. He never doubted he was going to miss anything. I mean, his knee was really blown up coming out of the game, and they had to do some stuff to get the swelling out and all of that. But he never wavered and played a great football game for us.
Trey Flowers and the Seahawks secondary had the tough task of defending three-time All-Pro wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, and they did an outstanding job, holding Hopkins to just 5 catches for 51 yards.
Exception, they checked down the ball, made a 20-yard play, should have been nothing. There wasn't any plays out there. The guys did great. They were very consistent. They did stuff right the whole night and played aggressive football for us and fit together with what we were doing up front.
Linebackers Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright combined for 15 tackles, including 2 for a loss and a quarterback hit. However, it was their ability to diagnose a play and communicate with their teammates that really stood out. Coach Carroll explained why he thinks this is one of the best games they have ever played together.
What I felt last night was their poise and communication to other guys. It helped everybody, and we were adjusting during the night. We didn't do a lot of different things as the game went on. We just adjusted within our base stuff, and to get that done, they have to convey that to the guys around them, and they have to see what's happening and call for the adjustments, communicate. I just felt like that was the best we've been all season and as good as I can remember us being. And those two guys were in the middle of all that. Of course, it has a lot to do with Jamal and Diggsy on the back end, but I just felt like those two guys really kind of took the game over in a sense and kept us all really intact.
Carlos Dunlap is proving exactly why the Seahawks made the move to bring him to Seattle. In the 3 games he's played with the Seahawks, he has recorded 6 quarterback hits and 3.5 sacks, which already puts him at 2nd on the team.
He's a really good ball player. He's really, really strong. He's very consistent, got a great attitude, great energy about him. The smarts shows up, just the fact that he played so much in the first week. But now he's very comfortable with what we're doing. He's sitting in a great spot. He's going to the wide side of the field and bringing it off the edge, which is a great position for him to play. With all that length and stature that he has, he causes problems. And he's got a couple rushes in him a game. That's why he's got 80-something sacks in his career. The good rushers don't get sacks every play. They just get sacks every game. And that's kind of what he's shown he's doing. So, my favorite play was the quick screen we threw away from him last night, and he went flying across the field, and makes a play at the line of scrimmage. That was my favorite play by far that he had, other than winning the football game with a sack.
Rookie right guard Damien Lewis made his first start at center, filling in for an injured Ethan Posick. Coach Carroll admitted he needs a little work at the position, but given only 3 days of practice to prepare for the new role, he exceeded their expectations.
Tuesday, I guess it was, watching him, that he was so comfortable with it on the practice field, breaking the huddle and making the calls. I couldn't believe that he could do that in 1 day's time, really. I mean, he'd been snapping the football all year. Last week was his first really go-around at it because of the necessity when we were banged up. And then this week he has to start. Of course he's going to make some mistakes, and right off the bat, he gets sacked. We snapped the ball late a couple times. There was a number of things, but all in all, he played a great football game under those circumstances, and it shows the versatility that he has and the great mind he has as a ball player. He handled it.
Coach Carroll said that Ethan Posick, Shaquille Griffin, and Chris Carson are all expected to be back Monday night against the Eagles. When it comes to Carson in particular, he had this to say about how he could impact the run game.
As far as Chris, I think the most obvious illustration of is look what we look like with Carlos. And look at him running and attacking the line of scrimmage and hunting guys on the sidelines and catches a check down, is going to knock somebody out. He chases a guy out of bounds to hit, to try to run over somebody. That toughness that shows and that impact is what Chris brings. I mean, Chris is that. And during the night, I was imagining if we had Carlos and Chris running, what that would be like in terms of the style of play.
And finally, the Thursday night game followed by Monday Night Football gives the Seahawks a mini bye week with Thanksgiving sandwiched right in the middle. Coach Carroll has continued to preach the messaging around COVID protocol to keep everyone safe.
We already started that conversation, a couple days back, that this is a crucial time. We're going to have crucial days off. And guys will be out of the building some. And if you want to get it done and you want to keep your family safe, you have to be very strict and very disciplined. And you have to forego the natural things that you normally do. And you have to live with this until we fix it. And we're on the road to fixing it. It's going to take a while, and we have to continue to be really tough about it. And I'm hoping that we can continue to be an illustration of what that is all about. I'm thrilled where we are and how we've gotten here, and the cooperation and the discipline that we've seen from everybody that it takes. I mean, it takes everybody, and the messaging is that we really have to be strict right now. We got to see if we can carry through these 3 days when we're off and get back to our normal routine, and everybody's in good shape and we're okay.
In injury news, Pete Carroll said that Greg Olsen could likely miss 4 to 6 weeks with his foot injury, but some bright news: defensive end Darrell Taylor will be practicing this week. You can see everything that Pete Carroll had to say in his press conference on Seahawks.com.